Hey guys, this is Jeff with the Tattooed Spirit. I am here on this Monday in the office. I wasn't planning on doing any card stuff today because I'm pretty lined up here with straight up hypno clients. But I did get something in the mail. I got the text message that it was here, and this is probably going to be my, you could probably almost bank on this because I almost promised myself I wouldn't be doing these. And I have no idea why. But I got a little package from Durham, North Carolina, and if any of you were fortunate enough or decide enough that this deck could be yours, I think this could be the new baby. Yes, this is going to be it. This is going to be the unpackaging of the unboxing, and yeah, it's a nice little box, and it sounds so silly. It sounds so silly me even talking about this, but it came with little butterfly sticker there that for whatever reason I thought was really kind of cool. And yeah, so I kind of know that it was packaged by some little independent and not some sort of big, I don't know, company or whatever. So that kind of is, that's kind of cool, I guess. So yeah, let's just get in here, and I'd like to share with you guys. It's really no surprise. I saw this deck being highlighted and spotlighted literally in Herman's cave, in Simon's living space. He had this incredible display displaying this deck, and if you know me, you're familiar with Simon, so you probably have seen that video as well. But it is, if it's possible, I'll show you in a second, it is the Pagan Otherworlds deck, and I am really excited about this. It feels like the right size right off the bat, and it's wow, it's a really gorgeous, it is a really gorgeous print box. And I think I'm gonna, it sounds so silly, but I'm gonna savor opening this with the little sticker from Everyday Magic. I don't know what I'll do with that, but that's kind of cute. It's not as nice as the butterfly sticker, but let's get in here. It's kind of like an old school, kind of feels like my grandfather's Pall Mall cigarettes is what it looks like, the top of the container. It's got a little ribbon. It's nicely detailed. This box is crazy. It's really cool, man. Usi, the Usi Tarot. I don't know what that is, but let's get in here. This is probably just going to turn out to just be a ramble, guys. It's probably just going to turn out to be a ramble, but you know, that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes here in the offices. I just get comfortable talking about something, and I get all excited. You guys get to be right here with me. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, and this is for Jennifer Ball right here. It doesn't smell like anything, Jennifer. It doesn't smell like a damn thing. A little bit disappointed. Okay, all right, well, we got cards flipping out, and it says, let the future enter you. Okay, let the future enter you. All right. All right, I don't know where this card came from. And all right, I do, look at this. We have the Seeker. That looks like numbered infinity, and there's these moon cards. Here, I'll show you guys. This looks like infinity. Wow, this does really feel good. No kidding. You can kind of feel like it's almost linen or something. My God, I bet these shuffle. I'm not going to shuffle because I want to go through them in order and how they did them. But, ooh, oh, these could be the deck. These could be the deck. Okay, so we got this infinity card, and then the different faces of the moon. All right, we're going to sit with those and see, you know, kind of which one's waxing, which one's waning, and I'm sure that's going to add some nice depth to the readings. That's cool. So here we are. Wow, this is gorgeous, man. I should have got two so I could just display one like Simon did. Look at that fool right there. Got a little black dog. I have a black dog with that. And is holding the rose in the right hand as opposed to the rider, I think, is the left hand, which is very interesting. If you do the right and left-handedness like I love so much, that right hand, I got to double check on that. I've looked at it a million times. I almost feel foolish that I don't. No, I think it's a left hand. Yeah, so this is the right hand holding that rose. So what you're doing actively is saying this is going to be okay. This is going to be positive expectation. This is complete faith and hope, and I'm going to just still take it for granted. This still has a really soft grasp on that rose. it's almost like a sepia tone, this wonderful deck. This Magician is cool. I tell you what, this deck feels amazing. It has magnificent little glide. Got a Magician here standing on a path. Still has the, getting all that, antenna thing right there that the traditional riders pointing down to the earth, getting ready to manifest, to create, to use all the tools that he has, which actually is not pictured on here. His little table on that stump, you don't see, and I kind of miss a little bit, the coin and the cup and the wand and the sword. All right, but that's certainly inferred. I mean, he's the Magician, right? I don't even, oh man, I am very excited about this deck. This could be a long video, guys. This is all I'm going to do is talk about this deck, so you're not going to get any words of wisdom from me. I'm just going to be babbling and showing. The High Priestess with the foot in the water, with a lot of empty space. I like that. I sort of talk about the traditional High Priestess as just having access to the behind the veil. And I like that behind her it's just the void, because it is in that void where we can gain these inspirations and ideas. And if you're feeling really good in the void, that's whenever these magnificent ideas come about that are getting you through the path of least resistance. Maybe you have an idea to just get outside and wash your motorcycle like I did. I just did that last weekend before it broke down. I don't know if you guys saw on Facebook, my motorcycle had a little bit of a cold, so I had to have it towed home. So the path of least resistance comes through the void, and especially when you're in a good mood. I ended up meeting the nicest tow truck driver. Actually, it was a flatbed. He had to pull my motorcycle up on it, and I just got a client from it. He said, I am coming to you. We set a date. He's coming in on Friday, which is very exciting. And we're going to talk about him getting his business started in dealing with towing just motorcycles. And that was because I had this wonderful idea to just go out, polish up the bike, and take it for a spin. I just was going down to get gasoline because I knew that my battery was not so hot anyway. But I like that so much, that High Priestess with all that void behind her. And I'm not even looking at what else she's got going on. All right, she's holding flowers in her left hand. Her left foot is up on, I might as well show you guys. You guys are a part of this too. Her left foot is up on that platform, which is always interesting. So you're somewhat removed. Any card in the deck, especially the riders, if you're up on the platform away from the scene, not that that's away from the scene, that's still in the scene. It just kind of means you're a bit removed, but yet kind of removed from your daily life, but tapping into that void that's behind you, represented by the waters. Oh my gosh, Simon, you have created a monster in me. The Empress, almost like holding a keychain with that emblem. Big wand. Not a lot of nature in this sign, though. Usually in this card, I'm used to seeing a whole bunch of earth and a whole bunch of trees and a whole bunch of stuff like that. But absolutely, regardless, it's simply beautiful. Beautiful. See her left foot poking out. Her left foot is that receiving side. And how about that Empress, right? An Empress is not about the action. The Empress is about receiving and feeling and anticipating. Oh, God, I love it so much already. How about 4, the Emperor? No, I didn't expect this. Didn't expect this. Rather than the armor, kind of looks like pads. And how interesting that he has the bare foot. The bare feet. I would not have expected that for any Emperor card. But simply beautiful with all that void space up there. So you're tapped into all those things that are kind of unacceptable or inaccessible to you. Kind of closed off, just like the Emperor. Not about the heart, not about what you're feeling, just keeping the structure to society, keeping the role models in place. The bare feet surprised me, though. The bare feet really surprised me. The Hierophant, here we go. Here we got that guy saying, you know what, I know more than you. You have to have faith that I am the wise one in this situation. Interesting that the 3, interesting that little, I don't know what, it looks like kind of like a hay pick that this character's Hierophant's holding up. Kind of like a hay pick. We can kind of go into that, couldn't you, a little bit? And the hand is in a different position. The hand is in a different position. This is interesting, and the rider and the Hierophant has, like holding a hand like this. And it's kind of like there's things that you can see in this world that you can believe, and then there's things that you can't see that you have to believe me about. And this is just saying, I think this is almost like a more honest sort of your best interest Hierophant, to be like, look, this is just everything as I understand it. I like this reframe for this Hierophant, saying, I'm just going to give you everything that I have, not hiding, not saying that there's stuff that I know that you don't. This is just my understanding of reality. Open hand, hiding nothing. Wow. Can you get closer to that? Can you taste that? How about 6? Oh, that's an Ace of Swords. That doesn't belong there. Oh, here we go. A little bit of order got screwed up here, guys. Here we go now. Look at the 6 of Lovers. The Embrace. Okay. I'll take some time with that. The Serpent. Little naked action going on there. Imagery's insane. I love it. The Chariot still is confident. He doesn't even have to hold the reins. It doesn't look like he's holding reins at all. All the symbolism in that. Still leaving the little town back there, the little village, going out on his own with pure, unbelievable, complete confidence. I guess it is inferred that the right hand is in control of those rams. Black and white rams. Okay, like the Sphinxes, like the horses in that other deck I like so much. I dig it. I dig it. Head down with that determination. Look at that Charioteer's head down. Like, you get the head in the game. Get the head in the game. Create your life. Take charge. Get your willpower in line with your, all your unconscious, subconscious programming. What's in the next line? Number 8. All right, we got that bear. I remember this from Simon's deck. I remember seeing this in Simon's wall, I think. A lot of these, I can't wait to get into the other cards, because a lot of these major cards have that big void, a lot of empty space up there, and I think that's beautiful symbolism. Beautiful symbolism. Interesting that the left hand is resting on the hatch of that big bear, and then the right is kind of down on the head. I like that. That's like being in control of what's going on in here. It's sort of like a pre-sight, like a foresight of how important your mind is in here. Kind of like how the Charioteer's head's down. It's kind of like taking control of whenever the shit gets kind of crazy and the bear's roaring. You kind of have to take what's active in you and just say, calm yourself down. Let's get a hold of this situation. Beautiful figure. Is she barefoot? Oh, that looks like somebody else's hand. That doesn't even look like a foot. Look at that thing. I don't know. I gotta figure that out. Is that her foot? Looks like a claw. Well, I don't know what the hell that is. All right. Okay, the Hermit. The Hermit is 9. You know what? Interesting. Not holding the light up. Not holding the light up. Left hand a little bit more superior. Kind of like reining in with the left hand on the wand, on the active, on his actions. That's kind of like more passive. So obviously the Hermit stage, obviously the contemplation. I can't wait to get this. I can't wait to see what the Devil is in the Rider deck. That Hermit's looking right down at the Devil, just saying, "Oh, what are those things not serving me?" Weird feet in this deck. Not so crazy about these guys' feet. They're kind of like animal-esque, but pretty easy to forgive when you see the rest of it. That's no lie. Well, here's a cool-ass Wheel of Fortune. I don't even want to share this with you guys here. I'll just do this just because it's that nice. Maybe you should get this deck. You can see yourselves. I got a line. Got a line on top of the bridge. Is that a bridge? Got a line on top of the bridge. Oh, well, this is kind of interesting. There's a lion in the Wheel of Fortune, and the bear is in the Strength. That's kind of a reversal. But I like the idea that the lion, traditionally meaning strength, is on what bridges one thing to the next. And what is one thing to the next? It just has a path into the land. I'll take that 10 any day of the week. Again, a lot of void, a lot of empty space up there. So much cool. So much cool. Ladies and gentlemen, my favorite deck. Thank you, Simon. Justice with her back turned. Justice with her back turned. Smack dab in the middle of the major arcana. Sword raised with the left. Bringing in all the information, all right? All that cognitive stuff in the left. Bringing in all information to be sorted through. And then what do? You actively make choices to make it right for you. The justice scales is on her right. Oh, that's a nice change. What do you think about that, Simon? What do you think about that for a little change on our beautiful RWS system? Justice holding the scales with the right. Holy monkey. All right, here's a hangman. Again, with the handedness. Both hands behind his back on two big wands. And I'm not even looking who's on top of what, who's looking at who. I mean, that's the most interesting part. I might have to do another part 7, part 9, part 35 of this deck, shooting down, comparing who's on top of who and what's looking where. Because there's a whole, see, because Justice is looking down. Justice is looking down at the sun. Wait till we get to the sun. Wait till we get to the sun. Here's Death. This is Death. This is nice. In the progression from left to right, we have Death facing left as if this is a stoppage. Let's just take charge. Let's just see what we are going to liberate of our past. Is her hand coming out? Oh, it's just like dead shit in the ground coming. It's like a dead woman or something with an arm holding a rose. There's all these arrows. Ooh. Oh, there's gonna be a hypno journey on this card. I promise you. Look at that big sickle. But again, look how it's turning to the left. Like, let's just stop the progress along the line. We know what's coming next. We know what's coming next. We know Temperance is coming next. So before we get to that final stage, what are we going to stop? What are we going to make a void from so that Temperance can come in and we can finally live the way that we are intending whenever we came into this physical body? Oh, man. Oof. And then here's beautiful Temperance. Just with the toe in the water. Just with the toe in the water. Of this world, her right foot is on the ground, which means this is that you're actively in the world. But you know what's what's important is also just knowing what's in those unconscious waters, what's in that void behind all these majors so far. So you're in the world, living balanced. Your life looks like a miracle to those that don't understand how you're working with your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions to live like an angel on earth. What else is she doing? Oh no, this is interesting with the hands. The opposite, Simon, than the Rider-Waite. The right hand is doing the pouring. And the left is doing the pouring, which really symbolically is true Temperance whenever you have the passive side doing the active pouring. She has the superior. So again, it's more reference into why her right foot is on the ground. She's about being in the world, but just having just a little bit of that unbelievable inspiration from all that void that's behind her. Holy monkey. All right, here we go. Here's the Devil card. Here's the Devil card. Who's looking down at the Devil card? Who's seeing the Devil card in this deck? Let's get some... Oh, you know what? I got to tell you, you can't see it here. I'm not going to change it. But there's a straight shot from where the Death is looking down. Where the Death is looking down. That Devil card's right about there. Oh, hello meditation. Hello hypno journey on that. Devil just looks like he's just wearing it looks like a, pardon my French, but like a shit soup. It just looks like all kind of stuff that he doesn't need. Whew, that is incredibly appropriate for this character. That's right. That is right. Big old horns, he's just holding a bunch of crap he doesn't need. And how true. Our addictions, our relationships that just in no way serve us, jobs we stay in. Oh, man. Whew. All right, here we go. What's next? Oh, well, obviously we know the Tower's next. But this is a cool imagery. This is a cool imagery. A little bit of a change. I'm not so happy to see this, but maybe we can make this work. We have the Tower. The lightning bolt is actually coming from the strength. So I'm going to have to come up with a new frame. I'm going to have to reframe why the lightning bolt is coming in from the left rather than the upper right. Coming in from the left. That has meaning. That has meaning. And we had talked about this before. You know what? This doesn't even come with the book, but who cares? Who cares? So one solo character, truly, honestly, the experience of this world is about your experience of it, isn't it? And everybody else is just players so that you can sort of learn how important those other players are. That's a magnificent interpretation of this Tower card with just one image falling down. This is the world working in your favor, guys, whenever this card comes up. Don't think otherwise, or you can choose to think it otherwise. All right, here we go. We're at the star, peaceful. Look at the interesting body language with this star. Honey, with the crossed arms, but not crossing over her heart, exposing her heart. Well, kind of. It's kind of turned. It's a little bit, you know. Pouring the water on the, it's classic. It's classic. Oh, and you know what? The stars, you can see them actually better in the camera. The star pattern is in there, and you're shaded under that tree. You got to go back and look at the other images of the tree. What other kind of tree stuff do we have going on here? No tree like this exactly. Maybe the lover's tree. And it kind of looks like the same sort of leaves as the magician. Maybe that's where the magician has got all this power, is by plucking the trees of this star phase, this gift, saying, how about you just bring in some peace and stillness, man? After the tower, why don't you just chill the hell out and just sort of kind of get back into balance again with the two pictures, man. With the two pictures. You know, come on. Does it remind you of anything? Hello, Temperance. Look at that. This is like Temperance, but like on some sort of other level. This is the universal level, guys, of influences. This is the card 15 through 21. So this is like, when you see this, I hope you're thinking this is like a gift of like universal love, guidance. This is happening for your benefit, this whole row, even though it may not feel like it in some times. Here we got this moon. We got the howling beasts. Got a little path. It's more, yeah, actually the path is in there. Beautiful moon. God, gosh. Oh, Simon, I don't know how I can pick up any other deck after this. Guys, these cards feel so good. I'm going to do this. I can't possibly find another deck that's as beautiful. This is the most beautiful deck I've ever seen. And I'm just going to as in an honor of how happy and excited I am to be doing an unboxing, which I never thought that I would, I'm just going to say this will be the only one I ever do, because I can't imagine finding one better than this. There's no little crayfish, though. I'm a little disappointed in that. I kind of think of that as like still carrying all your fears back in the world with you slowly. This is after that peace and stillness, right? This is kind of get back into it slowly, which gets us all jazzed up for this unbelievable sun. This is full trot, even though this cat's not trotting. But he's so confident, and he's trusting that horse so much. He's looking backwards just because he's looking all the way around him. He's saying, this is all golden. This is all me. Are they the lilies there? I can't really see, but I think those are the lilies. Wonderful sign. You got the sun looking oh, this is great imagery here, guys. Look how the sun is sort of looking where that little character's going, right? Sort of that universal sort of guidance of like, you can look around. You can take this phase when this comes up and just sort of like really enjoy where you are, because I have your back. You got the little character turning to the left. You got the horse turning to the right. And you got the sun. You have that universal force looking for your path on your behalf. Oh, looking forward in your path for your behalf, on your behalf. Oh, that's gorgeous. I can't believe it. Oh, we're almost at the end of these majors. I might just continue 23 minutes. I don't know. Maybe we'll stop it after these majors. I might do part 2. Maybe we'll talk about each set, every suit in a different video. I think I'm going to do that. Judgment. Here you go. Think your life's going great? You think you have everything? You worked all that chariot energy? This is the stage right before we end here, right before we're at the end, that says, you know what, let's add a whole nother dynamic and let's bring in living your life in a new way in the service of other people. That's my primary. It goes deeper with the judgment. Whenever I see this, I said, there's a deeper message here. There's a deeper learning. You got that wonderful angel doing the act of calling with the left hand. It's almost as if it's the same sort of angel as Temperance. Actively blowing with that left hand, supporting it in a really interesting way. There's a reason why that angel's holding that trumpet in that really weird, strange, almost uncomfortable way. Almost as if she is receiving something from the trumpet. Maybe that's what this card is. and beautiful imagery, not just like calling, hey, you know what, get in service of other people if you want to really, really, really explode your life in new levels of joy. In new levels of joy, then you come into this. And so what we find out through this card, this is the first time I've ever seen this judgment card. What I get from this is that the call goes out, but what is received is the benefit to the universe by you changing your perspective, reframing a little bit, that whenever you do your life differently, it is actually the universe, it is actually the God force, however you want to label that thing, that is actually receiving the benefit of your rebirth in that way. I think that's why that trumpet is being held like that. I think that's why that trumpet is being held like that. Beautiful card number 20. Beautiful card 20. And we've got these characters supporting each other in a way that I don't really see in any other decks. Supporting each other, holding hands, sharing, realizing. All right, let's stop here with the world. It's a simple card, really. Simple card. Other than the Hanged Man, straight off imagery-wise, I think this only other card is smack dab in the middle of it. Everybody's a little offset. Hanged Man's really in the middle of that card. Even Temperance is set lower. There is no accident to this. Look at the difference here. Look how Temperance is still, like I talked about Temperance. You're still in the earth, living as if an angel. This is this mysterious thing. I have to link the world below on those video series because the world is just the most. It's so esoteric that I almost draw a secondary card whenever I see this card for clarification, just on instinct, just so I can add whatever sort of mystery and dynamic that this has to it. I'm going to stop here. I might just do another video with each of the suits because this is so much fun. And it's too bad. I don't think this comes off in high def, guys. But you can see ridges, how it's like, oh, yeah. That's how it feels, the way that sounds. Let's see if there's any more. This is kind of where I can kind of go crazy here. But what other kind of things are sticking out to me other than just that beautiful oil painting look? I like Justice, I think, the best. I'm going to say Justice is my favorite card. Smack dab in the middle. Absolutely smack dab. Personal responsibility. You're in charge of it right there. That is what you do. That is how you know you're in the second line, man. Yeah, you're midway through the second line right there. Oh, yeah. Left hand, bringing in all the information, all the feedback that you're putting out, and then just sort of like making sense of it. I mean, trust me when I say, like, this is RAMBLE. This is like the most unbelievable source of just exhaustion of my vocal cords. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. So really, this is really kind of cool because now I get to do 4 more videos of the same unboxing. So even though I said this would be my only unboxing, I still get to look forward to 4 more. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.